Hey everyone, how are you doing? I hope that you're all very well and taking good care of yourselves at this time. So, I'm here to conduct a general energy reading for the collective. So, we're going to have a look, take a snapshot of the universe and see what's actually going on, the highest possible timeline. Please note it's not a personal reading, it's timeless. So, whenever you're meant to see this reading, whenever you come across it, there could be a message in there for you. Alright, so let's see what we have just now. Message I'm getting through at the minute is nothing should surprise you at this time. Nothing should surprise you. So if there's anything that you're coming across that might be a bit of an eye-opener / shocking kind of news, like nothing should surprise you at this time, at this point. Alright, so just take that message, as you want. Okay. I don't know if most of you, depending on where you are at the moment, I don't know, have you noticed how weird the moon has been looking lately? And it's not, at the minute, it's in a waning crescent sort of phase. But it looks very tilted. And it doesn't look how it used to look before. And I know that it was, looking a little bit off before. But I've noticed for the past couple of nights, it's been looking even more weird, even more tilted than before. So there's a lot of things that's happening in our skies that we're noticing a lot more of now. So anyway, let's digress and let's get into this. So the first card we have got is the Two of Swords in the reverse. Sort of hearing not sure what to make of it. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, definitely not sure what to make of something. Okay. And then we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I'm hearing be wary of this energy. Be very wary of this energy. Anybody that's coming to you with any kind of message right now or something that you might have come across, in passing or in the news or something, just be kind of wary of this Knight of Cups. We've got the King of Discs in the reverse. Lots of reversals, no major arcanas as yet. Kind of like a very ungrounded energy. Whatever this is, I do sense you need to kind of really ground yourself and get into some kind of really process whatever kind of energy this is before you make a response. We've got the Six of Discs in reverse. No major arcanas. So this is to be honest, it feels like a 3D thing. Let's see what we've got underneath the bottom of the deck. We've got the Sun card in the upright position. So something that is being brought to your attention, something that has been highlighted, something that is being exposed right now or at some point. But there's something that's quite unbalanced about this because as I was saying, it just feels like this energy is really unsure, really unstable energy. We'll find out a little bit more about this Knight of Cups being in the reverse. It's almost as if trying to get you to respond to something that, it could put you in a different course, all right? So let's have a look at the Two of Swords and why the Two of Swords is in the reverse. Whatever this is about. It's almost like some kind of dam playing kind of thing. What is the Two of Swords in reverse? We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's almost as if somebody really wants you to let your guard down. They really want you to let your guard down. Because normally with the Knight of Pentacles in the upright position, this is somebody who's very cautious, very determined. You take your time because it can be like a bit of a slow energy, but it's almost as if somebody wants a quick response from you, think really quickly. However, I would advise against that because if you're in this Two of Swords and Queen of Swords energy and you're both both of these cards are in the reverse, and somebody really wants to, like, it's kind of like erratic, very unbalanced behavior coming from this sort of King of Discs energy. What's the Queen of Swords about in the reverse? We have got the Page of Wands. They want you to really respond to something in a very triggered, premature way. And it has a lot to do with this sort of sun energy. This Page of Wands, it's like they want you to slip down from like a Queen of Swords energy right down to a Page of Wands. And this will give off like a very easily triggered response. And I don't think that's really going to be ideal for you. Why is this Knight of Swords? Why is this Knight of Cups in the reverse? And what is it? What do they want? We've got the Empress. Now, normally the Empress is a good card, but this is also about something that could be like, how can I say, expanded, like conflagrated. And because of the Knight of Cups being in the reverse, especially, if this is to do with any kind of endeavor, any kind of offer that they're trying to put your way, or they may be trying to sort of get something out of you in this Empress energy, because this is also a Libra as well as a Taurus energy, and we do have Libra here and Taurus energy here. Be wary. Be aware, be very cautious. Tell me about this King of Discs energy. We've got the Ten of Swords in the upright position. You might want to be very careful about how you respond and what you're going to say. As I said, nothing should surprise you at this point. Nothing should surprise you at all. And as I said, if you respond in a very premature way, it could end very not in a good way, or it could put you on a different journey, a different path that you really don't intend to, because there's a lot of unbalanced energy here. And with the Six of Discs, we do have the Temperance card. So to me, this feels as if this is calling for a lot of discernment here and taking your time with regards to, what's going on with the energy surrounding this person, or even if you don't know them. As I said, it could be something that you're watching online. What do we have underneath the bottom of the deck? We do have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So if this is to do with some kind of financial, situation, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles here, we do have the King of Discs and the Six of Discs and the, Pentacles. Be wary. Be very aware of, be careful with that, because to be honest, there's lots of scammers out there. So guys, I just had to pause the reading, and when I did, I saw 8 minutes, 8 seconds. And if you look at it in numerology, that's 88. It's about finance, abundance, so I just feel that you may really need to put a pause on something where finances are concerned. I did a reading like this before, some time back, and it was talking about this kind of scammer type energy, like somebody approaching you for some kind of payment, some kind of offer, someone coming to your door, if I can remember correctly. But this kind of energy is coming back in again, and it's really important that you really be vigilant about this right now. And as I said, if this is this kind of situation where nothing should really surprise you at this time, because we know there's a lots of things that's bringing, coming up to the surface. A lot of people are getting exposed, and with the Sun card, to me, this is representing something quite important, that is, you need to shed light on something. Okay. Where the Temperance card is concerned, I would just be in a very neutral, sort of like really calm and collected kind of way, because you could certainly be in this Empress energy, somebody who's quite, grounded, taking care of your finances and stuff the best way that you can, maybe sort of like trying to sort of get there, you know what I'm saying? But you have got the Empress qualities. This person is kind of seeing you as, like, I'm getting like easy pay, but also I was hearing something like a meal ticket. right? So before I sort of close out this reading, I just want to see what else I'm getting from this. Well, it has to be from this King of Discs. It's not really this. This is a message. It's coming from this King of Discs. Let's see. Let me get a couple of cards and find out, a little bit more about this person. Now, if you notice, this card sort of like flipped open. So let's see what this is. Knight of Swords in the reverse. I'm going to take another two because that wasn't, but that's something that sort of came out again with this message. Okay, I've got the King of Swords in the reverse. And there's so many, like, all these cards in the reverse. And what's the next message? What's the next card? The Four of Swords in the reverse. A lot of, like, I mean, there's quite a few swords energy here. For some of you, you could know this person. You could know them. There could have been some kind of separation here. But the way how I see how the Four of Swords is, in the reverse as well, this is somebody who's really in a very anxious sort of energy. They're not really thinking kind of straight. Hence why you've got a lot of unbalanced energy coming from the Six of Discs. And again, with the Knight of Swords being in the reverse as well, there's a connection here. But it's almost as if, as I said, they're trying to play you, or they're really trying to get you to be responding in a very irrational way. And if you're somebody who's quite methodical and grounded, and you use your logic as well as your intuition, it's like they're trying to take that ability away from you so that you can respond very quickly, like like a last minute deal, last minute offer, or something like that. Really trying to play in your heartstrings or on your purse strings. So yeah, okay, so let's just kind of start to close out this reading. Let's see. First card that we have got is Chamber of Power. So you, like, to be honest, this is kind of giving me like a higher sort of like energetic sort of view of this Queen of Swords. You stay in your power, you stay in alignment, really hold on to your discernment, because somebody wants you to let that go, so they can get something out of you. The next message that I've got is deeper than before. So you really have to, I mean, this could be, as I said, some kind of situation between you and another person, or you really need to dig deep into your, into the way how you process things. Because, as I said, it's like this scammer type energy. It's like, it's getting really convincing. And if it's like an AI video or something like that, do you know what I mean? Like, it's requiring you to really think very quickly, let go. I wouldn't really hold on to this energy too much, this message too much. I would let this go, move on, move away from it, cut it off, cut it out. This isn't something that, because obviously there's some reason why this person wants to sort of like connect with you, but I would just kind of like shift them along, let them go about their business. The next message that wants to come through is sensuality. Now, I did say before, somebody could be, you could know this person, but I do feel that this is more in alignment with, getting in alignment with your intuition and your mindset, your logic, your discernment here. Somebody could be looking at you as I said, like an easy ticket. They could be looking to, and my throat's starting to, yeah, speak your truth. Definitely speak your truth. They could be coming at you in a way to sort of like play you, charm you, because the Knight of Cups is, that kind of romantic type energy. People, just be aware. Okay, underneath the bottom of the deck, we have got Chamber of Transformation. You're going through a very, very important phase in your life right now. And, there's a lot of major endings that's taken place, and it seems as if either someone's returning back in, or this new type of energy, or this could be, if you have been scammed before, I'm just saying, you know, be aware that it could be the same people or a different type of person that is trying to sort of get back, you know, to do this to you again. So just be aware. Just be aware. All right. This is what I've got for you for today's reading. Do take what resonates with this. Okay. It may not be your situation. It may, thankfully, if this isn't your reading, then you know, be blessed, you're lucky, because this isn't really a nice type of reading, but it's giving you like a heads up. All right. So thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Have a great day.